Arsenal fans, do I need to say more? Do I actually have to say more? All that needed to be said in this video has been done with my mouth closed. Viktor Gyökeres to Arsenal, here we go, finally. For 5 long years since Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Arsenal has waited for a proper striker, and he has finally arrived. A striker that can actually put fear in defenders. A striker that can beat his chest and say, I have scored almost 100 goals in just 2 seasons. I do not care. If it's in any league you want to say he scored, he has done it in a professional league. And that counts for something. He knows where the back of the net is. Arsenal have tried. For 3 years in a row, second place. We saw Lewis Kelly celebrating on social media. Celebrating like a little kid in a candy shop. Celebrating like a kid that just got the best gift of his life, because he knows, as a lifelong Arsenal fan, as a boy who came through the academy, that finally the chance of his pain being put out, the chance of being so agonizingly close every single time, but then that gap between you and the Premier League title has always been that striker. He knows that that gap has finally been closed. And now, more than ever, the Premier League title might be imminent for Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal tried. It Havertz. He failed. They tried with Gabriel Jesus. For no fault of his own, he got injured and injured. I thought Gabriel Jesus would be the man. But unfortunately, that has failed too. But now it's Viktor Gyökeres, the hottest striker, the most talked about, the most polarizing striker. A striker that 100 people are saying is bad, 100 people are saying is good. But I'm telling you, a striker that can score this amount of goals at the top flight of football. A striker that has done it for 3 seasons. A striker that is somewhat familiar with English football, that's done it in the Championship. The striker that will raise the level of Arsenal. Arsenal currently don't even have like a figurehead for striking. Anything now will improve Arsenal. But you are telling me an experienced 27-year-old that was literally begging to come to the club will not improve the club. A striker that is hungry, that wanted only Arsenal Football Club. Have that in your mind. You are not signing a young striker that are saying, oh, okay, he'll come in 1 season, 2 seasons, he'll get... No. Viktor Gyökeres is coming and hitting the ground running. Arsenal fans, you deserve this. You deserve this. And for a decent fee, you got him for about 75 million euros. We know how bonkers the market is currently. And you got him for 75 million euros. I know, I've said it before, Viktor Gyökeres should go and arrest Darwin Núñez. It's one of the main reasons that this guy has not been bought like that. All these guys like Bas Dost that scored millions of goals in the Portuguese league, then came to the Premier League or went to a bigger league and flopped. The likes of João Felix and etc. These are the guys that Gyökeres should hold. He should hold accountable for what's happening to him. Even with the Swedish national team, Gyökeres was banging in goals. So I said at every single level, Gyökeres has shown that he is a world-class striker. He can be a world-class striker. I don't think he's world-class currently because, he has not done it for long enough. But he has the potential. 100% he can be very, very easily. And now, it is on you, Mikel Arteta. The Arsenal fans have been patient. The Arsenal board has been patient. 5 long years, 6 years now, over 800 million spent. You have only given them 1 FA Cup. And now, Arsenal fans will be coming at you with their pitchforks. They'll be looking at you. Where's our Premier League title? Where is our Champions League title? Many of the Arsenal fans let it go. Even me, that was the last reason I had for you. No competent striker. Hopefully, Gyökeres comes in and does well. Because I want that. It will surprise you. You might think I'm an Arsenal hater, but I want Gyökeres to do well. I actually want him to do well. Why? Only one reason. This is celebration. This is like my favorite celebration in the entire world. And honestly, I don't think it would be fair to the universe if a striker with this kind of celebration flops. When have you had a celebration this good in the Premier League? It's almost like the Sue of Ronaldo. I don't know. I just love it. They didn't know me until I put on a mask. That's what it says, right? I love the celebration. I can go on and talk about this celebration. There's one video that is popular on Twitter. I don't know if you have seen it. I've forgotten what they were saying at the beginning, but like a rap song. They made a compilation of Gyökeres in it. To my goodness. Aura. The Sporting fans. And just imagine Gyökeres' first goal. 26th of October against Manchester United, or which date? 26th of August, I think, against Man United at the Emirates. Or is it at Old Trafford? I don't know. But just imagine that first game, Arsenal versus Manchester United, opening day of the Premier League. All eyes on Arsenal, all eyes on Manchester United. Everybody looking for their new signings. Everybody looking at their new signings. Everybody's looking for the striker to have a 007. But Gyökeres, at the 23rd minute, bangs in a banger against Manchester United and does this. And the entire stadium, filled with Arsenal fans, does this. Ah, my goodness. I will be hating, but my goodness, that would be beautiful. All the Reds, all the Arsenal jerseys, all the next season jerseys that you can now get from the Adika Stick. So by clicking on link in my bio or going to our official website, messaging us on WhatsApp with this phone number above. You can get the Inter Milan new jersey, like any jersey I thought is available. The Barca jersey is back there. Any jersey, just go to our website and shop now. Delivery is worldwide, but on a very, very extremely serious note. This celebration, man, Gyökeres, you have to do well. But as I was saying, Mikel Arteta now has an experienced striker. And let's say, hypothetically speaking, he does well. I expect him to do well. Arsenal fans, let me know in the comment section now. Will you want them to keep or sack Arteta if he doesn't win the Premier League? Let's say Gyökeres scores 20 goals in the league and, 30 goals in all competitions. Will you be fine? Just say it now. Maybe something might happen within the season. But as of now, if Mikel Arteta does not win the league, with all the reinforcements he has gotten again, he has gotten Zubimendi, he has gotten Mosquera, he has gotten a backup Norgard as well after losing, he has gotten Gyökeres now as well. He has gotten striker. And I think I read the report that Arsenal is not done in the transfer window. I don't know which other position they might want to sign. But is there really more that you say that the Arsenal board has done? The Arsenal board has gotten Mikel Arteta a £100 million plus midfielder. The Arsenal board has gotten him so many things. Bukayo Saka was a gift for the Arsenal fans. He has brought up Luis Kelly as well. Very, very good player. They have backed him up with Timber. They have backed him up with Raya. So many signings have been made for Arteta. And at this very point, I do not think that if Mikel Arteta does not provide a major trophy for the Arsenal fans, I don't think that they can be patient with him again. I think he has to do it now. I think this season is all or nothing for Arsenal. Genuinely. And especially the fact that Arne Slot has now come into the league, I think that puts more pressure on Arteta. Not the fact that he has come into the league, but the fact that he has come into the league, spending only £10 million in the window, and that player that he signed for £10 million, Chiesa, I barely used him, and he came and overtook Arsenal and won that Premier League title. I don't think the Arsenal fans, it leaves a good taste in their mouth. I do not think so at all. So I think the pressure is massively on Arteta. This is what his 6th year. I think that's the 6th year or his 7th year. I think it's the 6th year he's entering now. But he'll soon enter 7 years. And 7 years or 6 years at the club, whatever, with the money invested and everything. Don't get me wrong, though. Where Arsenal was when Mikel Arteta came was a very bad place. And I'll give him massive props. He has taken them to a new, different level. He has taken them to a different height. He has improved Arsenal massively. Arsenal was very, very bad. There's no lie. Arsenal was like laughing stocks. Big teams were having their play with them. They would defeat them, destroy them. They were nowhere near the Champions League. Now, every year, consistently, they're in the Champions League. They haven't gotten to the semi-final, destroying Real Madrid. So many things he has done with them. But then, has he taken Arsenal as far as he can? Can he take them to that next level where they want to win trophies? Arsenal Football Club is hungry for trophies. Their fans, they are tired of all this next season, Netflix and all this kind of stuff. 21 years, no Premier League trophy, no Champions League ever. They want this. They want to experience this. So I just want to know, Arsenal fans, will you actually keep or sack him? It's a very, very interesting question. And for me, I'm just saying, as a neutral analyst, I think this is Mikel Arteta's last chance. I think all that he has wanted has been provided to him. I think Viktor Gyökeres, Viktor Gyökeres is a striker that will not come here and lie to you that I've watched very, very well. But for the few times I've watched him, this guy is a direct guy. In the box, I've seen that he can make chances for himself. He's not the biggest guy when it comes to big, big strikers, but he knows how to head the ball. Like, I'm telling you, with this signing, like, if Gyökeres does well, it's going to be an absolute banger. The Premier League should be scared. This guy can strike a ball. The one thing that has really gone wrong for Gyökeres is that his predecessors, that is the strikers coming from the Portuguese league, have really come here and had a bad, result. Darwin Núñez, who have been the number one victim of, has terrible ball striking. His striking is, when I say it's terrible, for a striker, it's very bad. He cannot take a penalty. Gyökeres is very good at penalties. I didn't know how important it was for strikers to now take penalties until Núñez. Until when I saw my striker stepping up to take a penalty in a penalty shootout, and I knew that he'll miss. That's when I knew how important, ball striking is for a striker. And Gyökeres has all those stuff. So, very, very good for Arsenal. Very, very good signing. They have recruited well, especially Gyökeres and Zubimendi. Zubimendi is a midfielder that I think even has a higher ceiling than Gyökeres. I think Zubimendi fully fulfills, his potential. I think he's somebody that you can look at and see and actually replicate what Rodri has done. What Rodri has done to replicate it is quite difficult. For you to be at that level as a defensive midfielder and still chipping with the amount of goals, the amount of passes you had. But Zubimendi is a midfielder that can take the ball from the defense. He can spray passes all day long. He has a very, very high IQ and he's very young. When I say very young, he's 25 and he's about to enter his prime. So this Arsenal squad is very healthy. It's a squad that should challenge for the league. I said it before. Arsenal's defense, I think, is one of the best, if not the best in the world. Their midfield, it competes with the best, but I still think they need to get a creative presence in midfield. I think that will help. I saw Xavi Simons, it was being linked to Chelsea. And I think I saw Arsenal's name in there, and I'm not surprised at all. They need a creative presence in that midfield. Odegaard is good, but I think they can still step it up a notch. The amount of quality in the Premier League now is scary. Look at who Arsenal, Liverpool have signed: Ketike, Vets, Kekes, Frimpong, and so on and so forth. They still want to sign more. You look at who Man United is getting. Yes, I know Man United is 15th. Everybody's laughing, but they have gotten Mbeumo, Cunha, two Premier League proven players. They still want to do more. Manchester City. Let's not forget Tierney Reiners, Ryan Cherky. The name goes on and on for Manchester. Ainuri, they have gotten so many players in. You look at Chelsea, they have gotten Jalpedo, who was an absolute revelation in the Club World Cup. They have gotten, what's his name, Gittins as well. So clubs are making moves, clubs are signing. The levels are higher, the stakes are higher. Everybody wants to win. So if you're not coming into your A game, you are not winning. That's just the truth. This Premier League is not only about you are doing your best. You have to do your best and look at how your colleagues are doing. Because now you are looking at it that in the last 5 years, Man City have won most of the Premier League. And in the last year that just passed, Liverpool has won it. So you have to be better than both of them to take that Premier League title home. So can you do it all the way? Arteta has shown he has potential to do it. He has shown that it's possible for him to do it. But they just fall off at that last straw. And I think Gyökeres might be that player to close that gap finally. So Gyökeres to Arsenal, here we go. Very, very, very good deal. Let me get a prediction for how many goals you think he'll score in the comment section. I'm saying 18 goals in the Premier League. 18 goals. That's what I think he'll score. 18, 17 goals. I think, especially, except if, I don't know why Arteta loves Havertz. Havertz is the player that I talk about, and I see some Arsenal fans defending him, man. I still don't understand why, but Havertz is a player I will not hide mouth and talk. I do not think Havertz was a necessary buy, and I don't think he has done well whatsoever. But Arteta likes playing him sometimes, so except he wants to come and start subbing Gyökeres at the 70th minute or 60th minute to play Havertz. I don't know. But I am saying, give Gyökeres the keys. Let him be your main man. You see how Pep did Haaland. He made Haaland the main man. That's what he should do. And Haaland came in and... Brother, this guy almost won the Golden Boot while playing in the Portuguese league. You have a serious talent on your hand. 97 goals, 2 seasons, brother. Please Please, nobody should try and tell me that this guy is normal. Nobody should tell me this guy is normal. I think the only thing that is even slowing down people is because of his age. And I'm telling you, for Arsenal especially, that wants to win here and now, they need the Gyökeres. That's what they need. It's obvious that if Arsenal wanted to go for future, like Liverpool is still thinking of the future somewhat, they signed Eketike, who is 23. You know, most of our signings have been young. If you notice, most of them have been young. But Arsenal wants to win here and now. Zubimendi, here and now. Norgard, backup, but still here and now. They know what the fans want. They understand what is expected of them. And they want to do that. So, fair play to Arsenal Football Club. I appreciate if you have gotten to this point in this video, watching up to this point. Please do make sure you like the video, subscribe, and share. And if you have watched up to this video, write SEN in the comment section. I'll be there replying, and I'll be there. Thank you. And no matter what, I see all of you, and I appreciate the love. Let's push to 30K subscribers. We are very close to pity me, I have a cold. We are close to 100K subscribers. I know it sounds crazy, but one day we'll have that plaque here. I'll remind you guys. So thank you so much for the support, guys. Gyökeres to Arsenal. Here we go. We have already started seeing the slander names, groceries. Don't worry. I believe in Gyökeres. I want Gyökeres to do well. All because of this. So, until next time, Adikas Takes is out.